Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, freaking down goes number 1. Was anybody else expecting that? Because I sure as heck wasn't. And who was the victor? Number 21, Corona Centennial. Oh my gosh. The football factor has finally gotten the monkey off their back, losing the modern day. In previous years, not this time. Not in their house. I cannot believe it. You guys, I seriously cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, just incredible play. Centennial led this thing extremely huge at the half. And well, though Modern Day would have one heck of a comeback, the effort would fall short for the Monarchs as the Huskies reign supreme. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. The shakeup in the Max Preps top 25 is going to be huge. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. Also, a little bit of NJCAA action coming your way. What about that big upset, man? Oh my gosh. EMCC, East Mississippi, they had Northwestern its first loss in a late fourth quarter touchdown. East Mississippi climbing their way up the ranks. Talk about that. Also, another one, Hines, unranked Hines College, Hines. I'm still having problems pronouncing that one, but down goes number 7, Copia Lincoln, defeated by a late game field goal. Oh, the NJCAA is going to have its very own mix-ups as well. We got plenty more to get into today. My gosh, the season is so young for so many teams. We already recapped for last week, but man, I'm telling you, we got a lot of good ones coming up this week. 3C2A action actually last night. Number 25, Sierra, knocks off Sacramento. Hey, 15 goes down. Where does 25 go now? Sierra. Just saying, lots of fun upsets already. We got a lot of preview to do. So here we go, guys. High school football and college today. Tomorrow, we tackle the NFL. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sport. Welcome, football fans. How's everyone doing out there today? Hopefully great. I'm having me a great morning already. It is gorgeous. That's right. Dark and gloomy the way I like it because I'm a very hot person and the heat bothers me. Just kidding. You're probably like Southern California is probably not the place for you. No, I love it. I'm just saying it's nice when it's a little cooler. This is the first cool day we've had, I think, in months. So it's very nice to look outside and be like, nice day today. So we got some football to talk about. You know what? I can't do that without my boy, man. He, of course, is my co-host. He is the co-host of this show, the host of Set Point, covering all things volleyball Monday evenings, and, of course, the SoCal Insider. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Hey, Larry. Thank you for having me. Let's do this thing. Let's talk some high school and college football today.
Let's do it, man. I hope you can join me tomorrow. I hope you're not doing anything in the morning. I really hope you can join me at 7 o'clock.
We'll see. I think I can join you for a little.
Well, we'll do 8 o'clock. Well, actually, no, we'll do 7. Whatever time we can. But I'm just saying
7 actually could work, though.
Okay, because I'm excited, man. 1 hour of NFL time. I'm just saying it will be awesome, man. We got ourselves some recap of college, some NFL talk, man. But with that said, Jared, let's just jump on into it, dude. I mean, the elephant in the freaking room. Wow, man. Down goes Modern Day. Teran, it was 33-7 at the half. Wow. Centennial, Corona Centennial, the football factory, came out swinging 33-7. No one has had Modern Day on the ropes like that in a very long time. Well, guess what? They did. And this thing got crazy. Modern Day came out in the second quarter. I mean, sorry, in the second half, and remembered exactly who they were. I'm not taking anything away from the football factory, but my gosh, this is number one we're talking about, and down to number 21. So Centennial, they came out. It was really crazy. Coach Matt Logan's offense, of course, that high tempo. I mean, just destroying Modern Day, but they would storm back 36-33 in the very beginning of the fourth quarter. The entire third quarter was all of them. It was seriously a tale of two quarters. First quarter was like 28, I think 27, 28 points from Corona Centennial. In the third quarter was like 28, 29 points, something like that from Modern Day. Crazy, man. But though the comeback was valiant, it was not to be, man. Modern Day has not lost a regular season game to a California team since 2017 when they won their first national championship. And Centennial did not only beat them, but they controlled the game for some good time, man. So Modern Day is almost certainly going to drop off number one, which sucks because I really liked them at number one. But number two, well, though you know these guys, you know them both. St. John Bosco, they're in prime position now. They just absolutely destroyed Junipero Serra yesterday. We'll talk about that in a few seconds, but 42-0 from up north. So they're looking strong. They should take the number one spot more than likely. But Centennial, man, these guys rocket into a national conversation now because they're going to jump up into that top 10, I believe. And it's crazy, So my personal takeaway is this was not a fluke. Centennial's offense is one of the fastest and most innovative in the country. If they could sustain this level, the SoCal Trinity League monopoly could be challenged for the first time in over a decade. So, Teran, give us your thoughts on this, man.
Yeah, it was a very strong win for Centennial. I know they were pretty much relieved to have finally gotten the monkey off their back in not beating Modern Day. But it doesn't help that Modern Day commits 7 turnovers. Like, Modern Day just can't do that if they want to win big time games like that. So I credit Corona Centennial. They really showed up to this game. They really set the tone early. I liked how Modern Day responded, but I feel they were still plagued with turnovers. And I know there was the 50-50 call where it was either a catch or interception, but the game should have never been boiled down to that. And Centennial, I give them a lot of credit. They really deserve the win. And this is such a huge win for Corona Centennial. Some even had Corona Centennial beating Modern Day in terms of picking them. But Modern Day's wins weren't really overly convincing. I mean, they only beat American Heritage and Kahuku by 1 score. So for a number one team in the nation, I just felt that Modern Day kind of lacked something. And then they eventually kind of shot themselves in the foot when they faced the likes of Corona Centennial, who was really hungry for a win, and they were out to prove themselves. And I feel maybe that majority of the world picked Modern Day, and Centennial just said, we took that personally.
They did. And I mean, dude, seriously, that was crazy. I mean, so I guess the question is how far do they fall? In college football, I've noticed that whenever a number one drops, it's like number 7 is like the first sure number. I'm guessing they'll drop. I don't think they'll drop that far, actually, because personally, there's a big gap. There really is some big gaps, even though I really don't get me wrong, guys, don't get mad at me out there, but I like some, these top teams are great. Obviously, Bishop Gorman's in the conversation. Obviously, St. John Bosco is in the conversation. But you look at some other schools there, and St. Francis Academy is solid. Modern Day, I know they're both on their list, but Grayson, they're great, but I don't know, dude. I feel like those top 4 are just superior to the rest, and I feel really okay. I don't want to do that, but when it comes down to it, Modern Day, St. John Bosco, Bishop Gorman, and you can argue St. Francis Academy, even the IMG, but Grayson, I'm not gonna say that they're not great because they have really played well, but honestly, I don't know how they'd fare up against those others. Duncanville, Texas can definitely, I think they could hold their own. I'm not sure about Buford. Even Mission Viejo, we see it every year, Teran. Mission Viejo gets in that CIF open, and they get stomped by one of these top 2, Modern Day and St. John Bosco. So even
Or
St.
Centennial for last year.
Or even Centennial, which is crazy. And usually Centennial is getting stomped out too. So, I mean, honestly, dude, I kind of feel like modern day St. John Bosco, Bishop Gorman, St. Francis Academy, IMG Academy could squeeze in there, and maybe Duncanville are kind of in a class of their own. But then maybe not. Maybe it is just modern day St. John Bosco and Bishop Gorman and maybe St. Francis. Haven't seen IMG Academy do much. I don't know. Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, because I think the what do you call it? The committee, when they do this picking, you got to take that in consideration, right? You're gonna be like, how can we drop modern day beneath a public school that's just doing really good but hasn't played any like teams across the country, right? I mean, right? Don't you think that?
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's some good thinking. And I guess the win also shows how valuable Matt Logan is because remember, Centennial didn't have Matt Logan as the head coach due to some health complications, but he is A-OK and whatnot. And Centennial only lost to Santa Margarita just because they missed the extra point, which could have put them up by 1. But it was to no avail, and eventually they just could not get anything going offensively. And then Santa Margarita just closed the door on them in terms of overtime. So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered and whatnot. But overall, I would not want to be a part of the selection committee for Max Preps.
I am totally with you, man. St. John Bosco, they were ruthless. They picked the shutout, destroying the team from up north. Just kidding. You gotta have the Michigan thing in there, right? But they just absolutely destroyed Junipero Serra, Tom Brady's alma mater. And looks like quarterback Koa Maulu gets to have himself another one. I mean, honestly, this St. John Bosco, if they're not number one, this is a travesty. They have to be number one now, and I think they're in prime position. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on this insane game, man? They just destroyed 42-0. Just poor Junipero Serra.
Yeah, this isn't too surprising. And yeah, I expect Bosco to be the new number one. It would be surprising if they weren't the new number one. So Bosco is playing, they're still playing great, even though they got a little bit of a scare from St. Francis. But overall, I think Bosco's the new number one, and they proved it. And unless someone says otherwise, I think Bosco just is going to continue to do great up until Trinity League play, where probably they'll either run into Mater Dei or another Trinity League team on the rise.
And you can see Bishop Gorman in the background going, come on, guys, destroy each other. Because honestly, dude, even though I like Bishop Gorman a lot this year, they're not playing anybody that's, in my opinion, personally, they're just not. It's not there, like the only way Bishop Gorman wins something is if Mater Dei and St. John Bosco destroy each other. And then obviously I think Bishop Gorman's going to go undefeated because I mean, actually, no, hold on. Bishop Gorman this year, let me take the schedule real fast. Bishop Gorman, they will be playing Mater Dei. So next week, and Mater Dei is going to be angry, very, very, very angry. So, this is a game where they're going to learn a lot from. I seriously feel like Corona Centennial, man, these guys studied the living crap out of that game versus Kahuku. I really do for Mater Dei, and they played well, but they fixed it. Whatever it was yesterday, they didn't get to watch the game. I wish I could have watched the game, but they fixed it. They made those adjustments and they fixed it. So honestly, dude, even though Bishop Gorman is solid, I mean, Mater Dei drops to Bishop Gorman. Oh my gosh, now this is insane because that means Mater Dei looks like they're not the superpower anymore. But I feel like next week last year it was like what 27-14. It was a good football game. So
yeah,
they're heavyweights, man. They're going to go at it. But when it comes down to it, dude, I just don't see it. So if Mater Dei wins this thing, they're right back there then. You know what I mean? And then obviously St. John Bosco is going to keep rolling, in my opinion. Honestly, next week they got who do they got next week? Next week, St. John Bosco's got they got St. Louis, the J. Sarah Catholic. They're going to start rolling to Trinity League in a couple weeks here. I mean, honestly, dude, I kind of feel like this is going to be Mater Dei and St. John Bosco punching each other, and then when they get to the Open, everybody else is going to be kind of in the background. But I don't know. At least at this moment, now, from what looked like if Mater Dei just stayed strong the whole season, that the title was theirs. Now St. John Bosco is like, thank you, Centennial. because now we actually have a chance to. Obviously, they go head to head, and it's still their destiny. They could still beat them and win heads up. But now with that one loss, if St. John Bosco stays perfect, and then they knock off Mater Dei somehow, which not somehow, because I mean they're at the same level. But I don't know, man. That's just my thoughts on that. So I mean, what are your quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be fascinating to see what happens next week. I mean, Mater Dei, they got to go to Gorman, which is going to be tough for a little bit of a turnaround. And we'll see what happens with that matchup, and then we'll also see if Gorman can keep it going against Santa Margarita. Maybe Santa Margarita can prove that they're just as much of the real deal as Mater Dei or Bosco is, or anyone else. But it's a little time will tell process.
No, you're totally right. And yeah, dude, that's right. They got Santa Margarita. Honestly, dude, I don't know, and I'm not trying to throw some crap here, but that's right. They do have Santa Margarita. Dude, Bishop Gorman's really trying to get up in that Trinity League, like fight these guys, not get in there, but
they want all the
honestly,
smoke.
they do, but dude, I honestly don't know. I don't know if Bishop Gorman can actually get through these 2 games like without at least one loss. Oh, this is fun. If they happen to knock off Mater Dei, they'll probably lose this to Santa Margarita. I don't know, man. Santa Margarita is not a punk. This team is not like they're good. This is a good dude. This is fun. So let's get to Gorman, man. Last night they looked good though. They looked great. Their defense looked elite. They handled one of the Midwest's toughest programs. And again, if Mater Dei slips, they may make a push for it. We talked about that already. But yesterday, man, how about this? Bishop Gorman just getting it done last night, defeating East St. Louis 35-10. It just dominated, man.
Yeah, this isn't too surprising. I mean, Bishop Gorman just literally took a chainsaw to the other team and just whacked him with it. So Gorman, if there was any possibility that Gorman was going to be looking ahead, there wasn't.
Dang. Teran Rodriguez just like that. No, totally get you, man. So today we actually have St. Francis taking on St. Joe's Prep. Any thoughts on this one? I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it. I think St. Francis, obviously, they're the number. What are they? They're damn good. They're the number 4 team in the country right now, or right up there. And yeah, I guess St. Joe's is a great school, man. They're a solid program. But I just don't see it. I think St. Francis can win this one.
Yeah, I think St. Francis will win this one. I mean, you got to remember that they went to Bosco last week and they led 14-7 going into the fourth, and then Bosco just turned it around on them. So I just think that St. Francis is going to come out angry. I mean, I don't think they should be disappointed with how they pushed Bosco to the brink, but overall, I think we should expect a St. Francis win today.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. I really like this school right now. I think St. Joe's they definitely have their spot. They're a good football team, but when it comes down to it, yeah, dude, I gotta go. I definitely gotta go St. Francis Academy. Also, IMG Academy will be playing Coronado out of Nevada today. This is one of they're in the same league as Bishop Gorman. I just don't see it either. I think Bishop Gorman. I think IMG Academy is a little too strong for these guys. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think IMG Academy should also roll as well. I highly doubt IMG is going to have a letdown. If they do, then something is wrong.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It would be crazy to think that, but yeah, I just don't see it any other way. So, anyway, next up, man, huge cross-state win for Louisiana last night. Heritage falling to Edna Carr, man. Number 12, Edna Carr. What about this, man? They're without actually one of our. Thank you very much to a comment earlier. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Diabell, the quarterback, he's actually took an injury this year, so he's out. But yeah, dude, Edna Carr, number 12, Edna Carr knocks off number 23, American Heritage. There's no way. I mean, as much as I like American Heritage, there's no way they stay on the top 25 next week.
Yeah, that's a tough one for American Heritage, but Edna Carr definitely earned that win. I mean, it's a battle of two really good teams, but Heritage just did not have enough in the tank to live up to against Edna Carr.
Yeah, it's tough here, man. I like these guys. Edmund Carr's a great football team. It's funny because our very own Travis, T5 told us about these guys too in the past. Like, hey man, it's a good football team, and they really are. So solid for those guys, man. I really do feel that this is I don't know. This is a good football team. I'm really excited for Edna Carr to see if they can break into that top 10. They're right there knocking on the door. So solid stuff right there. So okay, let's go ahead and continue real quick, Teran. I'm just gonna kind of roll through the rest of these because we do have some more to get into. But also last night, number 8, Buford, man, they knocked off Douglas County to 34-26. This actually was really, really tricky, man. Wow, Buford actually they were on the ropes. They were. I mean, Douglas County's unranked, dude. Like, so how do you think? Do you think Buford slipped a little bit last night, or do you think they're going to be just fine going forward? Do you think there's something wrong? I don't know. I mean, Douglas County could have just really had one of those games, man, but they came out and played.
Well, this is a little bit of a weird game. I mean, they haven't had much. Buford hasn't had too much trouble since they played Milton in their first game, but I don't know really what to think of this. I probably think maybe it's just a blip on the radar, or Douglas County just had themselves the best game of their life. But I think it was just a case of the Wolves leading for the most part, and then the Tigers just trying to make a comeback, but just to no avail.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's good football game, though. Really good football game. The next one I want to get into really quick is Mission Viejo had themselves a game last night, man. They're strong, but dude, Lincoln of San Diego, that's a good football team. Don't get me wrong, down in San Diego, but Mission Viejo was challenged, dude. It was only a 10-point game, 34-24. That might have been garbage time points. I don't know, but Mission Viejo Teran has something for us. Give it to us.
So Mission Viejo actually scored 17 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. So if you do the math, Lincoln was up by 7 going into the fourth. But this is Mission Viejo we're talking about. I think they have a business casual approach when it comes to these games and these practices. And I thought they put together a good masterclass. And you're right. Lincoln is a very good team. They're the best team in San Diego. So I think for Mission Viejo, they knew they were going to get a big time matchup against Lincoln. So I think for Mission Viejo, remember they're still without Vance Spafford, and I think they're missing a few other key guys as well. But the fact that they were able to win on the road, that's a big time win for Mission Viejo. And you got to remember that Mission Viejo only plays 3 league games, meaning they have to schedule 7 non-league games. And that gets tough because no one wants to play a ringer like Mission Viejo.
Yeah, these guys, man. I mean, come on. We can think back all the way to the days where Mark Sanchez played for them, man, back when we were in high school. You know what I mean? Like right before my time. But but yeah, dude. I mean, this is crazy. It really is. So okay, well, there you go. Good game there. Number 10, St. Thomas Aquinas just does away with Western 45-6. Anything to say? Because I don't. St. Thomas Aquinas does what they do.
This is St. Thomas Aquinas we're talking about here. I think there's not much to talk about. They're a very good team, and they do what really good teams are supposed to do: win pretty convincingly, and very convincingly for that matter.
And win the games you're supposed to win. Yes. That's it. And then they did exactly that. So we're gonna rock it through the rest of these. I only got a few more, man. We have here number 20, North Crawley. They actually had themselves a very close game last night versus Geyer out of Denton. It was a thriller, man. But North Crawley actually pulled through on the road in a freaking dogfight, 28-27. How about North Crawley, man? These guys fought, but they were tested. Texas football is crazy.
Yeah, it was a fun game right there. I think North Crawley is a very good team, and we also got to remember that they're a very, very good. They're very good. So overall, it was a great game, and you're right. Texas football is crazy, and it's so unpredictable just because you don't really know what you're going to get. Sometimes you might get a Texas team that's really good, and then sometimes you might get a Texas team that's just meh. But this time we got the Texas teams that are really good.
It's true, because then again, just like this next game, this one could have been the same exact thing. Seriously, it could have been the same exact thing. Number 17, South Lake Carroll defeats Byron Nelson 52-3. I mean, that's Carroll cruises in Texas 6A play, but I don't know. They're just doing great, man. So, I mean, solid stuff there, looking good. But really, when you talk about it, man, I mean, that could have been it could have been different. I mean, I don't know how well these two Texas teams are that lost last night, but I do know that the ones that won were pretty darn good. So, close or not, closeness there. But so I'm just going to run over the leftovers of the top 25. Sierra Canyon defeating Downey last night, 49-7. We had Corner Canyon out of Utah defeating Brighton out of Utah, 56-14. DeMatha did what they did out of Maryland last night and knocking off Roman Catholic, 44-7. Bergen Catholic, number 15, defeats Winslow Township, 41-14. Let's see here. Were there any more? Chaminade Madonna, of course, right? Back in the top 25. Well, they didn't ever really left. I mean, they did. But number 19, Chaminade Madonna knocking off Edison, 28-6. Solid game. Thompson, Alabama. We had an Alabama fight last night. Alabaster, Alabama versus Birmingham. And Alabaster got the better. Thompson defeating Oak Mountain 41-0. Cass Tech out of Detroit, Michigan is destroying Renaissance 71-0. And Carrollton, this is actually the game of the week, the Max Preps game of the week. Number 25, Carrollton defeating Gainesville 43-21 on the road. So anything to say about any of those games, Teran, before we move on?
Not really. I think it was just mainly expected for some of these teams, and sometimes in some games we actually got a really good game.
I think so too. So in closing, we're going to revisit the big victory last night. Number 21, the Football Factory, whatever you want to call them, those Coach Matt Logan-led Huskies out of Corona Centennial knock off number 1 Mater Dei. Still can't believe it. Corona's right here in the Inland Empire, which is pretty cool. So, but again, St. John Bosco, do not by all means be surprised when they're number 1 this week in Max Preps. Who knows how far Mater Dei will fall? But then again, there's lots of challenges for all these top 5 teams. Well, really top 10 teams moving forward. So again, my personal opinion, it'll be now really a 2-horse race. And Mater Dei is not in control of their own destiny now. And St. John Bosco is definitely right there. Bishop Gorman's in the mix. They got Mater Dei next week. I mean, this is just Mater Dei and St. John Bosco play each other in the Trinity League and then usually in the Open, in the final. It's just in the CIF Open playoff. So it's just a lot going on. Let's see how it goes, guys, and let's do it. So, Teran, let's take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump on into some quick college NJCAA action coming your way, dude. We had some upsets last night that I got into in the introduction. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about a 3C2A game last night that was an upset as well. Sierra, how about Sierra College, man? What's up? Knocking off number 15 Sacramento City College. No, they're not that high. But I don't know. Hey, I'm just saying, Teran, some of these junior colleges, I'm just being real. My 2010 RCC team, we could have went heads up with some of these D1 programs because you know how much talent's packed on these teams.
Yeah,
these JUCO teams, man, there's a lot of talent. So anyway, just saying, dude, we got ourselves some more to get into, and of course our picks for today in D1. We got FCS to talk about, a little bit of D3, NAIA, D2, all in the mix in this next 30 minutes. You are listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We actually don't have a website anymore, and I got to fix that. My apologies. It really wasn't helping us very much, and money for nothing isn't fun. So, but eventually we'll get that website back. But make sure to follow us, man. X, TikTok, YouTube. Check us out all over the place, man. IE Sports Radio, man. We are your direct feed for all that is sports. So, again, appreciate you guys, man. We're getting a big subscription now. On YouTube's getting bigger, which is nice. We got to put more stuff on there, but TikTok is really where our bread and butter is right now. So please support us, check us out, show us some love, give us a follow, comment, talk along with us. All of our clips go on there. We do our best to do the best that we can for you guys out there, sports fans. So Teran, let's get it, man. Let's roll on in. Do some NJCAA action because we had some good stuff, man. First things first, this last week, what in the crap happened? I mean, insanity. Northwest Mississippi, not just any Northwest Mississippi. Number 3, Northwest Mississippi falls 34-28 at East Mississippi on the road on Thursday night. Teran, what about this one, man? You can never predict the NJCAA.
Yeah, that was a wild game right there. I just could not believe it. It was a great win right there. Great game overall. Just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Northwest Mississippi, a great football team, but the original Last Chance U prevails. And also number 7, Copia Lincoln. These guys are stunned 31-29 by, I'm just going to call them Hines until I figure out how to say it. On a last-second field goal, these guys will, I mean, this is a top 15 shake-up if I've ever seen one, man. I don't know. Copia Lincoln, man, they're going to drop. But does Hines actually get in now? I mean, come on. Get in. This football team is they've paid some dues, man. So I have a feeling that we're going to see them in that top 15 next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. We had a lot of great games in the NJCAA. Just unbelievable.
Fun game, man. Looking forward to some more action. By the way, this week we do have some good stuff here in the NJCAA today. Of course, Teran, let's go ahead and make some quick picks. Number 2, Iowa Western taking on number 1, Hutchinson. This is the game of the year, as always. The game that we just love to love, right? Number 1 versus number 2. This is like a modern day versus St. John Bosco in the year. This is the game because last year they played the national championship, several times against each other. They destroy each other in the regular season early on, like this one for the last couple of years. All right, Teran, talk to us. Who are you taking?
I think Hutchinson is going to win an instant classic against Iowa Western. This one's going to be a big heavyweight fight, and don't expect anything held back from both of these teams.
Yeah, I really want to see Iowa Western win this one because I want to see a big, shake up here. But then again, dude, I don't know. I feel like Hutch is strong. You're right. The Blue Dragons will probably prevail tonight. And as much as I want to see a good little game there. But these two might meet up in the national championship. And honestly, dude, if you see it, this just might end up a barn burner. But yeah, I got to go Hutch in this one as much as I like to see an upset here. I think Hex has got it, but man, it is going to be a fun freaking game. So, a couple more here in the NJCAA to talk about. Number 5, Tyler taking on number 12, Trinity. Lone Star bragging rights right here in Texas. Who you taking?
Oh my God, this one's going to be another great game. I think I'm going to go with Tyler. You said is number 5, right?
Yes, Tyler is currently number 5. We have Trinity Valley at number 12.
Yeah, Tyler's the safe pick.
They've done so well this year already in the first couple of games. A good football team, and I definitely think that Tyler will win this one on the road. But man, Trinity Valley, if they're to pull this one off, it's a big shakeup. They'll find themselves near that top 5 for sure, man. So next up, we have number 4, Garden City at Dog City. This is just a fun rivalry. Garden defends their home turf in the Jayhawk. This is going to be fun. What do you think?
I really want to pick Dodge City just because I feel they definitely have a good team, but I think being on the road, I think Garden City is going to be ready for them.
I think so too. I would love this to be a funner game, but I just have a feeling, I don't know. As much as I would like to see a good one in this one again, I think Garden City will roll. But man, if Dog City stands up to these guys and makes it a good game, man, it's a rivalry. I think it's a rivalry. They got some cool names in there. So yeah, could be good. Number 8, Navarro versus Northeast Oklahoma A&M. This is a bounce back test after a week 1 loss for these guys. So I got to go Navarro. What do you think?
Yeah, Navarro sounds like the safer pick. Even though they're on the road, I think they just have the team that stacks up well against Northeastern Oklahoma.
They do, and I still, till this day, cannot believe that I was corrected by one of our very own who actually played there after calling it Navarro for all these years. But good stuff there. Also, we have number 14, Iowa Central versus Highland out of Kansas. This might be a trap game for ICC, man. I don't know. What do you think?
I agree. I think Iowa Central should roll, but I think it'll be closer than expected since they're on the road.
No, I'm with you. I think they got the win there, but my gosh, it'll be a scare. I don't know, because Highland's no one to play with, man. It's a good football team. You got a good program over there. So we're gonna see how this rolls out. But personally, I just think that, yeah, I think we get a Iowa Central victory here, but not by much. So good game there. And once again, Northwestern, number 3, Northwestern or Northwest Mississippi will fall to East Mississippi, and number 7, Copia Lincoln, stunned by Hines Lap by a field goal last night. Good stuff there. There we go for the NJCAA this week, man. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow in our recap. But we're going to roll on now to some 3C2A action, because last night, dude, we had ourselves a fun one. Number 25, Sierra defeats number 15, Sacramento City. Sierra now improves to 2-1, earning a signature top 25 road win. Sacramento falls to 2-1, likely sliding several spots, but I don't see them out of the top 25. I just don't. I mean, they're good, but there's no way I see them falling out of the top 25. But Sierra is definitely moving on up like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, I think Sierra definitely is now on everyone's radar. They're a good team year in and year out, and I think this win kind of proves it.
It really does, man. Sierra, they came to play last night. Impact and analysis for me really is Sierra's defense. They dominated. They held good old Sac City to just 10 points. That's huge, man, because Sac City is actually pretty solid on offense. The Wolverines pass rush and secondary clearly came to play, and Sierra could climb into the top 20. I think honestly, Sacramento might drop into the low 20s. I mean, low 20s, but they'll drop into between 21 and 25, I think, personally. And for playoff implications, this puts Sierra firmly in the NorCal playoff conversation. They had a shaky start, but I think they could actually make a run for the playoffs and see where they head. I don't know if they're going to be challenging San Mateo or Modesto or any of those schools up there, but we should have ourselves a fun one. So we'll see how that goes into. But we do have some more 3C2A action, man, with some fun stuff, actually. Moving forward, we do have this week. Let's get our pick'ems in, Teran. Number 3, Modesto will be taking on number 1, San Mateo. A classic NorCal rivalry. This one's almost like Hutch. This is basically almost like Hutch and in Iowa Western. both 2-0, massive top 3 battle. We've seen these guys go head-to-head in the past, and we've seen it be just like they'll meet again in the playoffs, kind of like Hutch and Iowa Western. But I don't know. What do you think?
Man, sorry. This one will be close. I think Modesto inches it out.
Yeah, I think so too. It'll be fun, but as good as wait, you saying Modesto?
Yeah.
All right, Teran is going with the upset. Teran's on upset mode right now. He's like, dude, if Mater Dei lost, all number ones are going to lose today. So screw it. Let's see. Screw it. Ohio State falls too. Just kidding. No, they're playing Ohio, so I think they're safe versus the Bobcats. Teran, if that number one loses, we're going to have an emergency show as soon as that game's over.
Yes.
We need to call it an emergency show because something really bad happened to the Buckeyes. but yeah, don't see that one happening, but it should be a good game there. I'm going to go San Mateo. Teran's taking the upset. I'm going to take San Mateo. They're just too strong in my opinion, but let's see what happens. Number 5, El Camino versus number 2, San Antonio. Of course, good old Mount Sac, San Antonio. Top 5 SoCal clash. Another really good game here. Winner gets serious playoff credibility. Do you think those Elko Warriors get this thing done, or do you think this is a classic right here, man? Or do you think the Mounties of Mount Sac can prevail?
Well, you kind of got to remember that Mount Sac barely beat San Diego Mesa last week, 21-18. So I wouldn't be surprised if El Camino won, but don't be surprised if Mount Sac gets up off the mat and they beat El Camino by quite a bit. So I'll take Mount Sac just to be safe, but El Camino, I think, definitely has a good chance.
Oh, they do. So number 11, Bakersfield taking on number 7, Ventura this week, man. They're both undefeated. Central Valley, game here. SoCal Showdown. What do you think?
I'll take Ventura just to be safe. I think they're the safer pick. It's the first responders tonight for Ventura. I think this one's going to be a fun one, but I got to go with the Pirates.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they'll be good enough to win this one, but should be a fun game. Number 10, Saddleback takes on number 17, Fullerton. Teran, we have ourselves an Orange County matchup here, a big OEC rivalry. Both need a win to stay in the top 15 mix for sure. Who you taking?
You took the words right out of my mouth, but I'll take Saddleback just to be safe. I mean, Fullerton is the home team, but honestly, I just think Saddleback definitely has a lot more to offer.
No, I'm with you. I just don't see this one going any other way. As much as I do, and I'm going to keep on saying that today, but it's true. I'd like to see Fullerton win this one at home, but I think Saddleback's got a little more in the tank. I guess there's a little bit more there. So
yeah, they kind of check off a good chunk of the boxes.
No, I'm totally with you. So, okay, next up here we have Allen Hancock. Oh boy. Oh no, Teran. This could be a fun one. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? So Allen Hancock, good old Allen. What the heck is wrong with my thing? Sorry. Allen Hancock will be taking on good old whoopsies. Now my stuff is messed up. There we go. Golden West, number 5, Golden West. This Golden West just came off a huge upset, knocking off Riverside. Allen Hancock is good, but I don't know if they're that good. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't bring up the Golden West Riverside matchup from last week, just because I was like, Larry's not going to be too pleased.
Pain. Like as you say on
Golden
Twitter.
West, just because I'm sorry to say this, Larry. If they could beat Riverside, they'll probably beat Allen Hancock. But I wouldn't call this a layup. I think Golden West is going to have to grind out this win.
They're in for a good season, dude. I think Golden West, if they can stay as good as they are right now, we're going to see this team in those playoffs, man.
Noah Benua is a stud.
Oh, dude. Right? Yeah, he is. Like, this is a good football game, man. Good football team. And the only people who are going to stop them is them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see it that way right now. They're damn good. So I like what they got going on. So, all righty. Next up here on the docket, we have number 21, San Francisco at number 4, Butte. This is Butte's homecoming. So will the Rams play spoiler in this homecoming party?
Man, I'll take Butte.
Yeah, it'd be really fun to see an upset. But I just don't see it. It's homecoming too. Butte's gonna play their freaking tails off. It's gonna be a good game, I think, but maybe like a touchdown or two. Obviously, this is solid football, but Butte's not gonna let these guys spoil their party, especially. And again, I know anybody can beat anybody. Again, Centennial is number 21 and beat number 1 Mater Dei. But when it comes down to it, I just don't see it. I'm gonna take Buttes here, and I think they'll stand their ground pretty well. Number 18, College of Sequoias taking on number 25, San Jose State. This is a pole position battle for both teams to try to bring themselves up in the young season into that maybe top 15. What do you think?
I'm sorry. Colleges the Sequoias played who again?
San Jose City.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Sequoias.
Yeah, it's a home game for San Jose City. They're solid, but I don't know. I don't know much about these guys. I would like to know more, but as of right now, I see Sequoias. I know who they are. They're pretty solid, and right now I'm almost positive they can win this. But hey, San Jose wins this game. We could learn a lot more about this team very soon, right, Teran?
Yep.
This is one of those teams where you're like, hey, I don't know you now, but yeah, keep winning. Well, we could know you real fast. So number 15, Sacramento City. Again, just the drop was crazy. These guys were nuts again. Just to remind everybody for just tuning in, man. Number 25, Sierra knocked off number 15, Sacramento City. Just crazy game there. American River Arc will be playing number 14, Fresno City. This is the last big game of the week. Both are 1-1. And the loser risks falling out of the top 25. Who are you taking, man?
I'll take Fresno City.
It's a good one. It's a those guys are they're a good team. American River, this I don't know. This team has not been what we've seen them to be. We just haven't. So I'm gonna go with Fresno City as well. But we'll see. We shall see and see how things work out. And kaboom. So I don't know why I said that, because it's true. They're both. I got to fix that later. But ARC right now is currently out of the top 25 from what I've seen. So, okay. Anyway, there you have it for some 3C2A action. We already finished up with the NJCAA. Let's go ahead and hyperspeed over to Division 3 because, well, all right, Teran. Division 3. We had some good ones. Last week, we have that top 25 just kind of, it just dropped out, did their thing. Here we go. This was, let's see here. This is a big week. Obviously, we talked about last week. We had some games flip-flopping between Division 2, Division 3, all that good stuff. But week 2, man, we got some good ones. Okay. This is unranked, but Houston at Springfield. Springfield looks to rebuild after their upset last week. Can they bounce back to the top 25? I honestly think they will. Remember last week they lost to New England College. So a New England battle there. What do you think, Teran? Do you think they will bounce back in the top 25 this week with this win?
Yeah, I think they'll bounce back.
Yeah, me too. They're good, but I don't see this one being like oh my gosh, you got to see this. You know what I mean? Also, Union at number 23, Cortland, SUNY Cortland, the champions from a couple years back. Cortland badly needs a win after being upset by Grove City last week as they dropped all the way to 25 or to 23. Union is a solid Liberty League team. Honestly, I do feel that Cortland will hold. But honestly, Union might give these guys one heck of a run. So I'm going to go Cortland by just a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take Cortland too.
Good team. We have now this is a big one right here. This is a fun one. I'm going to go ahead and post this one up. Number 20, John Carroll at number 3, Johns Hopkins. Teran, this is a battle of the Johns. What do you think? John is going to win this game no matter what.
And they'll get the John Trophy.
I honestly would love that. I don't even care. I would be like, that's right. John Trophy all day. Like I would love that.
The John Trophy. Because the toilet is like the John.
Oh no, that's true. Like John. Hey, if this was Europe, it would be the Lou battle, If this was the United Kingdom, the Lou, But anyway, I gotta go with Johns Hopkins. I think they'll pull away in the second half. But overall, John Carroll should come out and fight, but I'm going John Hopkins all day.
Yeah, I'm going Johns Hopkins too.
Good game. Okay, next up on the docket for D3 today, Bridgewater at number 4, Susquehanna. I'm just gonna be real with you, Teran. I think Susquehanna's gonna roll.
Yeah, same here. Susquehanna, with how they beat Union last week, even though it was fairly close, I gotta go with Susquehanna.
Yeah, it just looks like like it's gonna happen. So today, let's see what else we have. Number 9, Wisconsin lacrosse taking on number 17 Carnegie Mellon. This is actually a really good game here. Both these teams, I think, last year definitely. Oh, they were in the mix. They were in the playoffs. Carnegie Mellon, man, almost they were so close yet so far. This is a toughie, and oh my gosh, I wish I could pick both. Carnegie Mellon strong. This is the WIAC, sorry, versus the UAA. And I don't know. Carnegie Mellon has a stout defense, but lacrosse, they're deep, man. This is one hell of a team. As much as I would love to see Carnegie Mellon pull this thing off at home, I think lacrosse wins in a grinder.
Yes, I think lacrosse wins it too.
Wouldn't it be something, though, to see Carnegie Mellon pull this thing off at home, man? We have next up Aurora taking on Mount St. Joseph's, and Aurora's just trying to bounce back after a shutout loss to Platteville. But Aurora, I think they rebound in this game.
Yeah, Aurora needs to bounce back. They need to get back to their winning ways because they're starting to slow down, and they can't allow that.
No, that's a toughie, man. So next up, we have Grove City coming off that big victory last week, man, knocking off good old SUNY Cortland. Huge test for Grove City after their upset win. But today they are going to be taking on number 2 Mount Union. Teran, Grove City. Does lightning strike twice, or do they get struck by lightning?
Nah, Mount Union should win. I'd be stunned if Grove City lost.
Dude, if Grove City wins this game, another emergency show. I'm just kidding. But if Grove City wins this game, Grove City needs to be number 2. I'm sorry. Like you're gonna leapfrog right, Teran? I mean, really. If you win this game and you beat SUNY Cortland last week, you just beat the last 2 freaking Stag Bowl champions like in a row. I'm sorry, but you need to leapfrog. I would be appalled if they were like number 9 or something next week if they won this game. But yeah, there's but hypothetics are a thing, right? I just don't see it. So okay, we're gonna keep rolling through these, man. I'm just gonna actually go ranked on rank. Because we have a lot of good ones this week. So let's see here. Hope number 18, Hope at Franklin. I have Hope winning this thing by a mile.
Same.
Number 8, Salisbury versus McDaniel. Salisbury just wins big.
Same.
Now, this is an interesting one here. Number 16, Wisconsin Oshkosh versus number 1, North Central. Oshkosh is good football team, but do they have enough firepower to dethrone? Not dethrone, but to knock off number 1 in the country, and out on the road? Do you see it happening?
No, I mean, it'll probably be close, but I just got to take North Central for this one. I think North Central just has too much firepower for Oshkosh. Oshkosh will keep it interesting in the first half, but then North Central pulls away.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that one. That'd be a fun game. Okay, now this is the next couple pick'ems here. Number 19, Randolph-Macon at Central, Iowa. Central is a dangerous ARC opponent, but I don't know. Randolph-Macon can't sleepwalk in this one. Regardless, I got to go Macon in a tight one.
Yeah, Randolph-Macon wins this one.
Yeah. Co at number 13, Wisconsin River Falls. Co is scrappy, but River Falls has too much offense. River Falls wins by a mile.
Yeah, and also River Falls is at home too, so give me River Falls.
All day long. Minnesota Morris at number 5, St. John's, Minnesota. Another John here. St. John's should dominate their opener, honestly. Johnny's in a rout.
Yeah, St. John's wins this one easy.
Now, what about them? Do they get in the John battle, Teran?
Maybe one day.
We might have to have a John tournament. Just all the Johns just get in there and John it out, you know?
Yep.
Number 21. Now, this is a fun one, Teran, because Whitewater, we know the Warhawks. They're here for war. Number 21, the Division 3, the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks will be taking on St. Xavier of the NAIA, which, of course, we always say NAIA is comparable to Division II. Always fun, Division III versus the NAIA. Whitewater looks solid this year. Teran, am I crazy for saying Whitewater actually defeats this NAIA team, St. Xavier?
I think they'll keep it competitive and keep it close, but I think St. Xavier just inches out the win.
Okay, good pick though. Okay, let's see. Good stuff there. We have number 10 Wartburg taking on Wisconsin. Stout. Wartburg's defense is strong. They are to win on the road. Stout is unranked, but very dangerous. I'm going to go Wartburg by like a freaking penny and a half.
Yeah, I'll take Wartburg too.
Should be a good one there. We have DePaul, number 14 at Centre. DePaul, honestly, I think they win this one easy.
I'll take DePaul too.
McMurray at number 6, Hardin-Simmons. Last week, Hardin-Simmons was on the ropes we talked about it. It was crazy at Chapman. Hardin-Simmons, though, I think they learned, and they'll win this one pretty easy.
Yeah, I think Hardin-Simmons should have a rebound game. I mean, I know they won, but I tried to tell y'all that Chapman had nothing to lose in that game because they were hosting, and obviously I think they wanted their fans to show up and show out and whatnot. Now I think Hardin-Simmons is like, okay, well, we can't underestimate anybody anymore. So I think Hardin-Simmons wins convincingly.
I'm totally with you. 2 more to pick. We have Northwestern out of Minnesota taking on number 12, Bethel. I think Bethel wins this one pretty comfortably. And number 11, Wisconsin, Platteville taking on Doybook. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm pretty sure Platteville will win this one fairly easily. What do you think, Teran?
Bethel and Platteville, easy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Rolling on to Division 2 now. We're doing pretty good actually not like great on time, but we're doing better than we usually do. So let's keep it rolling, man. Interesting here with Division 2. We have, let's see here. Let's see what happened. All right, there we go. All right, so Division 2 football, man. I mean, wow. What do you say about this? We had Thursday, of course. Well, let's take a look at, let's see. Do we have any games this week, Teran? We did. We did have some games this week. We had, let's see. Yes. Okay. We had Pueblo, good old Pueblo, taking on CSU Pueblo, taking on, if I'm not mistaken, Central Missouri. We also had Southwestern Oklahoma taking on Harding. Pretty solid. Let's take a look at who won these dang things. All right. So we actually had Pueblo defeating Central Missouri 29-14. And we did have Harding just destroying Southwest Oklahoma 55-0. Any surprises there for you?
Not with Harding and Southwestern Oklahoma, but CSU Pueblo and Central Missouri. That was a great game. I think one was definitely a barn burner. It could have gone either way, and I think it was just a fantastic game from both teams. It
really was. I liked it a lot. So coming up this week, man, we got some good ones coming your way. Some ones that I don't even want to post because they're not even ranked on Ranked. But let's go through these really fast. Number 1, Ferris State versus Tiffin. Can we say that the Bulldogs just roll?
Yes.
Now we have here number 3, Minnesota State at Minnesota Duluth.
State
all day long. Number 4, Kutztown at Edinboro.
Kutztown.
That's a close one. Good. I'm with you. Number 5, Grand Valley State at number 16, Pittsburgh State is a great one. This one has potential to shift the rankings. A very strong. It's actually a rivalry game from what I understand. This is awesome. They're both top teams here. I don't know, Teran. You can't sleep on Pittsburgh State, even though they haven't had the greatest year. But Grand Valley, man, hey, some Lakers got to be good, right? But yeah, I guess, this is a great game. I know Pittsburgh State is number 16. Oh my gosh, I feel like a fool if I don't pick the home team and they win this one, but I do got to go with the away team. I'm going to say Grand Valley is good. They'll win it, but my gosh, will this thing be a freaking war? What are your thoughts?
I think Grand Valley is going to win an instant classic.
It should be, honestly, instant classic here. So next up, and then just kind of roll through some of these here. We actually don't even have another ranked on ranked game at all. The big ones for this week are, actually, we do have one here. Potential upset, personally. Number 20, Ashland at number 25, Indianapolis. Ashland's been solid, but dude, Indianapolis has been fighting for their lives recently. What are you taking in that one?
I'll take Ashland in a close one.
Okay, I don't know, dude. I think this one has upset on it. I'm gonna, as much as I again would like to see, things just kind of go the way. I don't know. Maybe. Give me Indianapolis. Screw it. Let's see what happens now. This is gonna be a good game. Personally, this has a lot of upset potential. It really does. I think so. Okay, next up, we have here number 17, Lenore Ryan at Emory and Henry. Honestly, I think number 17, Lenore Ryan runs with this one.
Yeah, Lenore Ryan wins easy.
And for the rest of these, I'll just run through these really quick if you have any good ones here. But number 7, West Florida at Shorter. We have number 8, Angelo State at East New Mexico. Number 9, Slippery Rock at Shepherd. Number 11, Augustana at Mary. Number 14, California, Pennsylvania at Westchester. Number 15, Virginia Union at Edward Waters. Number 18, West Alabama at Charleston. Number 19, Delta State at UNC Pembroke. And we also have number 22, Fort Hays at Nebraska Kearney. Number 23, Johnson C. Smith at Elizabeth City State. And number 24, Colorado Mines at Washburn. Do you think any of those could be upsets?
Maybe Nebraska. It's actually pronounced Kearney. Believe it or not, Nebraska Kearney can beat Fort Hays.
And you know what? That would be something, right? I mean, whatever we got, I'd love a good upset. We'll see. But yeah, I personally think a lot of these ranked teams are just going to roll with it. The ranked on ranked games are going to be a lot of fun. Again, Grand Valley over Pittsburgh State in what should be a freaking dogfight. And then, of course, that upset potential game. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I feel like Indianapolis might have this one versus Ashland. So another good game there. So there you go. In Division 2, we'll talk more about that tomorrow and get you ready for the NAIA action coming your way. Let's do this. All right, Teran. NAIA. We love the NAIA. It is so fun. I love it. I mean, we talked about last week and all this good stuff. This week, man, well, here we go. Grandview. They're I don't know. They're solid. They're number one. The Vikings have been great. Taking on Missouri Baptist. They're unranked, but coming off a strong showing from last week. I don't know. I don't see Grandview losing this one.
I don't see Grandview losing this one either.
So there you go. Next up, we have number 20, Bethel, Tennessee, taking on number 2, Kaiser, Florida. The Kaiser Seahawks. Kaiser is a preseason number 2. Bethel's unranked. I don't know. This is I don't know. Actually, they're not unranked. Sorry, they're number 20. So who are you taking?
I'll take Bethel.
This should be fun, right? Good little football game there. Let's see here. And then, well, really, let me just get to the big dogs here, because we actually have some switch-ups this week, too. Simpson, California is going to be taking on Pac-Lou, which is obviously NCAA D3, so we got another NAIA D3 thing going on there. Whitworth taking on Eastern Oregon. That's a Whitworth Division 3 school taking on Division 2, Eastern Oregon. Point at Newberry College, Newberry Division 2 there, so they're jumping up. Faulkner, Alabama at Texas. Texas University is NAIA. Faulkner is NAIA, so same division. Actually, they're both NAIA, so I'm sorry. I just didn't think about that. And then, of course, Wisconsin Whitewater at St. Xavier, Illinois. Wisconsin Whitewater is a Division 3 team. We talked about that earlier. And really, there's nothing much more here. And the NAIA is kind of, playing a little bit this week, but I think if there's going to be any game to zone in on, there is one that I do like. There could be some upset potential here, but I just don't see it. But regardless, I want to try to make it bigger than it is. Number 11, Montana Tech at Rocky Mountain, Montana. It's a Montana battle. Who are you taking and why?
I'm going to take Rocky Mountain.
So you think they're going to pull the upset?
I've seen it happen before.
You crazy man.
In the
All
past,
right, well,
I've seen Rocky Mountain pull off upsets.
They have. So Rocky Mountain's a solid football team. Let's see what these guys do this week. But really, so there you go. Again, nothing really crazy. You're seeing some good switch up action here from between the two. So you got to love it. And of course, so tomorrow we'll get more in depth with who wins and loses these things and all that stuff. But all righty, let's go and roll onto the FCS, Teran, and get on into these guys here because, well, we had everything kind of just, it's kind of normaling out for the FCS just a little tiny bit, nothing crazy, but monster slate of games this week. But obviously, some of these are cupcakes. So I tried to kind of skim through the cupcakes. I really, really, really did. But we have Sacred Heart at LIU. It's an NEC rivalry there. Early conference stakes, I guess, getting going. Lehigh at Duquesne. Lehigh is undefeated and climbing in the top 25. St. Francis, PA, taking on Central Connecticut. That's an NEC clash there. We have Davidson and Tennessee Tech. Tech looking to stay unbeaten. They've been pretty good this year as well. A Patriot League game, Lafayette and Georgetown. Hey, will the Hoyas win it? We'll find out. We have here Rhode Island, number 5, Rhode Island taking on Holy Cross. This is potential if, honestly, there's a lot of potential for Holy Cross to become ranked if they can win this game for sure. North Colorado taking on South Dakota, the Coyotes, number 20. Coyotes are desperate for their first win. Tuskegee taking on Jackson State, number 15. That's a HBCU matchup right there for sure. Let's see here. There's not really much more. Illinois State, number 4, taking on East Illinois. It's an in-state rivalry there. ISU is really heavily favored in that one. North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks, number 17, taking on number 7 Montana. This one we can kind of pause on. This one has huge Big Sky implications in this one. This has got to be today's gem, unless you find another one, Teran. Your thoughts on any of those games, and then of course this big one.
Yeah, I think what you mentioned, that is today's gem right there. I also want to give some sort of like a little tip of the cap to Sacramento State. They almost beat Nevada last week, which was a pretty darn good win. They're actually up by 4 going into the final frame. But Nevada was able to get that score, and they also shut out Sacramento State in that fourth quarter. But even though Sacramento State's 0-2, they definitely have potential just because they have a lot of talent that they got from Division FBS schools and whatnot.
No, totally, man. Totally. That's awesome, man. Shout out to those guys for that win there. But what do you think, man? North Dakota, Montana today. How you feeling?
North Dakota, not North Dakota State.
Fighting Hawks?
I'll take Montana.
You taking the Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Let's see if they get it done. I think they'll win it too. They haven't done so well this year, but we'll see how it goes. Also, San Diego taking on Montana State, the Bobcats. Teran to the Toreros. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't say serious. I would love to see the Toreros win, but this is Montana State we're talking about, man. MSU is looking to rebound after a double overtime loss to the Jacks last week, of course. South Dakota State. Poor Toreros. I think they're gonna get the hammer dropped on them. What do you think?
Yeah, San Diego had a great win last week against Southern Utah. Well, let's keep it a buck. This is Montana State we're talking about. Montana State's gonna, as you said, drop the hammer on them and give them the old 1-2. So give me Montana State.
I'd hate to see. I mean, I'd love to see upset, but I don't know. So.
They needed overtime to win as well, and they needed Matt Colombo to run for 202 rushing yards. So
no, it's true.
Lightning will not strike twice in that.
Yeah, but Teran, if San Diego wins this game, which is insane,
emergency show,
dude, we're talking emergency on top of an emergency. Montana State is number 6, and they're currently 0-2, dude. They're just so good that. They're 0-2, but it's crazy.
They've probably played some good teams, either FBS or something of that sort.
Exactly, Teran. If they fall to 0-3, how do they stay in the top 25?
That would be pretty stunning.
And you lose to San Diego, which is unranked. I don't know. To me, that's the big one. We have a lot of good games today, but oh no, this one could be what the crap, So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna fall to 0-3. I'm pretty sure they're gonna win this thing, but if they do, man, they're in a state of 911. I mean, emergency. Yeah. What else do you do? Again, I don't think they lose it. But oh my gosh. Also, Tarleton State, currently number 3, which is amazing, coming from Division II last year, taking on Central Arkansas. Tarleton, they're trying to protect the top 3 rank against the traditional Southland ASUN power here. Do you think they get it done?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah,
definitely
me
think they'll
too.
get it done.
Me too. I'm pretty sure they will, but it should be a fun game though. There, but go Tarleton, man. These guys are doing it. There, at least some teams are freaking growing a pair and jumping up. I'm just saying, looking at some of the other schools that stay where they are. But Rhode Island also number 5, Rhode Island taking on Holy Cross again. Like I said, this is huge resume game for Rhode Island, man. Like I said, Cross is looking to reclaim their Patriot dominance in the Patriot League. But I don't know, dude. I just have a feeling, as much as I want to see Holy Cross win it because I think they can, I'm going to take the safe pick with Rhode Island here.
Yeah, I think Rhode Island will win, but I expect Holy Cross to actually make it competitive.
Oh, it's definitely going to be competitive, man. So, number 14, Southern Illinois taking on UT Martin. This is a sneaky playoff quality conference, non-conference test. I like UT Martin, but give me 14 Southern Illinois.
Yeah, I'll take Southern Illinois too.
That's quality right there. That's good football. And again, I don't know who else we have last. Oh, we actually have a fun game coming up like late tonight. It's actually going to be technically Sunday. Portland State taking on Hawaii. That's obviously a cupcake game if I ever seen one, but kind of cool. We'll be watching football into the next day. Well, not for us on the West Coast, but the East Coasters are going to be basically seeing a football game on a Sunday because that's stay up really late. Obviously, Teran, I'm pretty sure Hawaii is going to run away with that one.
Yeah, if Hawaii loses this, then we have a problem here. This has Hawaii written all over it.
Yeah, I just don't see it any other way. So, all right, Teran, we've reached our destination, man. We are going to run on over to the FBS and just finish out the show here. Tomorrow, again, guys, make sure you tune in the morning, 7 a.m. We got our recap of all this and, of course, getting you ready for the NFL slate coming on up tomorrow. Lots of great games. And Teran and I got some business to take care of on Monday night. It says Chargers take on my Raiders. I'm trying to make it sound fun, but it's not going to be a good game. Anyway, I'm trying to make it sound good, but the Raiders will probably lay a huge egg, and the Chargers will be like, hey, I like eggs. Let's scramble it. So, regardless, there you have it. But I want to have faith in my team, but maybe we'll see. I don't know. A win this week could give me a little faith restoration, but we'll see. All right, then. Week 3 in the NCAA. I mean, this is all, been NCAA, but in the FBS, here we go, man. We got some fun ones to take a look at. I mean, you can't go any further. I mean, just jumping out, man. Sunday night football, the big one. Number 3, LSU taking on Florida 1-1. Florida's offense looked shaky in week 1, but steadied last week. LSU's front 7 is terrifying, and quarterback Jaden Daniels, well, not Jaden Daniels. What's his name? I keep on thinking Jaden Daniels.
Garrett Nussmeier?
Garrett, hey, he's pretty solid. No?
Yeah, well, he is.
I like him.
Remember, you got to remember, he was on the watch list for the Manning Award preseason.
He was. That's right. Now, dude, I see LSU. I think Jaden Daniels. I'm sorry. He's in the NFL now for like 2 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was fun. But yeah, this is going to be fun though. A great game here. I like it a lot, but I don't know. LSU, if you lose this, you deserve to fall. And Florida, you deserve to be in the top 25. I'm going to go LSU maybe by 10 to 13 points. But dude, I'm telling you, if Florida wins this thing, it should be a good game. What do you got?
Yeah, this one should be easy for LSU. I would be surprised, especially after Florida's collapse against USF. So I'll take LSU, but I don't think this one's going to be a true layup, though.
No, it can't be. There's no way it can be. This is an SEC game. This is going to be a great game. But again, I don't see it. So all right, next up we have here number 16, Texas A&M taking on Notre Dame at number 8. Do you think the Aggies can add to the woes of Notre Dame, or do you think TAMU, good old Texas A&M, will get this done in South Bend? I mean, I know I said the same exact thing twice. Do you think Notre Dame could redeem themselves and get a victory here, or do you think College Station goes up to South Bend and wins it?
I mean, I gotta go with Notre Dame. I think they're the safe pick. Texas A&M is always that on paper team early on. They look good on paper, and they always generate hype early on, and then they start losing the games that they're supposed to, and then they're just playing in a plain old regular bowl. bowl game that's not that great. And yeah, I'll take Notre Dame.
I am with you. Yeah, Notre Dame should win this one, but my gosh, if you win this thing, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, you need to go away at that point in time. I'm sorry, but okay. Next up, number 6 Georgia taking on number 15 Tennessee. This is actually a really fun one here. Early SEC East decider for sure. Tennessee's tempo versus Georgia's elite defense. Georgia should win by 7, maybe 3-7. I'm guessing. Personally, but the secondary. The Dogs secondary is good, man. I think these guys clamp down in crunch time when it's when it's that time. But dude, Tennessee can obviously pull an upset here.
I really want to see Tennessee pull the upset. But honestly, Georgia's not only their secondary, their defense as a whole is good. Yeah. So I gotta go with the safe pick and pick Georgia, but I expect Tennessee to really make it tough on the Bulldogs.
Oh, I'm totally with you. Next one, we have number 18, South Florida. Because, Teran, when you win 2 huge games back-to-back, you become number 18 real fast. And, yes, do they keep it going, though? Today, they have.
Yeah, they should keep it one. No, wait
they're taking on Teran. Teran, can I ask you a question, good sir? Is the U back?
Nope.
No!
Still not sold on it.
I know. Teran, we've been so mean to them over the years, but I'm telling you, some of their fans get a little too crazy. Yeah, we won a game. We're winning the championship. No. You got to get there first. So, I don't know. A little too crazy. Our running joke continues here. Look, it's a Sunshine State showdown. USF's offense is explosive, but really, I won't say it's been untested because they have been tested, but boy, oh boy, they haven't faced a team like this just yet. Teran, every bit of me wants to take the Bulls. Every single bit of me wants to take the Bulls. But Miami has this too much speed, too much depth. It might be a touchdown game, maybe 2. But damn it, do I want to see the Bulls win. Give me the Canes. But dude, my heart's with the Bulls. Head versus heart. What do you think?
You know what? Screw it. I'll take South Florida to win. And yeah, I know they're on the road, but I think they're going to inch out the win. I think this is one of those games that Miami is destined to lose. So give me the Bulls, and then the U is not back.
Teran, if they lose this game, do we amp up our making fun of the U?
Yes.
I'm sorry, the U. I'm sorry, U fans. I'm sorry, Joey Jets. So, all right. There's that.
South Florida is America's team tonight.
So true. So, all right. So some other ones here, man. We got number 14, Oregon at Northwestern. I'm pretty sure Oregon will just dominate. Wisconsin, number 19, Alabama. I'm sure Alabama will, Alabama will probably.
If Alabama loses, this could feed a lot of Wisconsin families.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. Bama's looking to stabilize early, after their early loss. But the Badgers O-line, man, these guys can grind. He's always some big boys, man. So I don't know, it's be a good football game, but I just don't see it. If Alabama loses this game, oh my gosh, this is. You want to see people making fun of a football team? Look, Alabama could lose. I'm sorry, Miami could lose. And I think it would still be an even bigger deal because people will just be like, Alabama's finally fallen from grace. It's over. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't think I see either upset happening, but man, one of these would be a lot of fun. Number 14, Iowa State at Arkansas State. Cyclones have been quietly dominant 3-0. Iowa State wins this one big, in my opinion. There's no way. It's a big brother versus little brother kind of game here.
Yeah, Iowa State wins this one as well.
I'm with it. Number 20, Utah taking on Wyoming. Why do I feel like this is a sneaky game? But Utah will probably end up grinding it out. But why do I feel like the Cowboys just got a little something extra today? Why do I feel that way? I don't know.
Well, maybe because Utah hasn't played anyone too big. They've only played UCLA, which is just complete dog water. And they've also played Cal Poly, which is of the FCS. Nothing against them personally, though. But I think Utah will grind it out, but they'll eventually pull off the win.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And Glenn Ritter, no way Wisconsin beats Alabama. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh. But no, I'm totally with you though, man. Yeah, Utah should get this one. Number 21, Texas Tech at Oregon State. Tech's air raid, Beavers physical run game. I want the Beavers to win so bad, but Texas Tech probably wins in a shootout. What do you think?
Texas Tech is winning this one after the gap that we saw. I think either last week or the week before when it came to Oregon special teams. I can't pick Oregon State. Texas Tech is the safer pick.
It definitely is. Florida at number 3, LSU. Again, we talked about this one, but I guess really, really quick for those who are just tuning in, didn't see it. Yeah, I got to go with LSU to win this one, but still should be a great game. So, upset alerts again. Wisconsin could possibly, it's possible over Alabama. Wyoming is sneaky in this one. Could knock off Utah, but we'll see. Texas State at Arizona. Number 12, Arizona. Bobcats offense is looking sneaky good too. But man, I guess if Arizona State loses this thing, they're banned from the top 25. I'm sorry. There's no way they lose this game. But Texas State, man, coming in hot, or coming in with a pretty solid football team, but I just don't see that game happening either.
I thought, didn't Arizona State lose last week, or am I tripping? Maybe I'm thinking of some other Arizona State team, but I think they should beat Texas State. It's Sun Belt versus Big 12. No, I'm not tripping. Arizona State lost to Mississippi State last week.
They lost to Mississippi State. That's an SEC football team. So a little different.
They're not that great. They're probably one of the worst ones, though.
It's like, no, we got to set this straight now.
But still, I stand by what I said. I think Arizona State bounces back against Texas State. I don't think it's possible to lose twice.
Yeah, I just don't see that either. But we shall see.
If they lose, then the Pac-12 should troll them like they did with UCLA last week.
Oh, I'm with you.
Or last night. I'm sorry.
Yes, totally. So, again, guys, what to watch in the polls. If Notre Dame loses, they'll drop out of the top 15. I thought they'll drop out of the damn top 25, but somehow they'll still stick around. If Florida shocks LSU, expect a top 5 reshuffle for sure. What's that quarterback for Florida? The youngster?
Not Nussmeier.
No, oh my gosh, forgetting his name. But anyway, expect for him to really.
I'll look it up.
He's got to be the guy today. You know what I mean? Obviously, the quarterback leads the team. But yeah, if they win this
DJ
game,
Lagway.
Yeah, Lagway. There you go, DJ Lagway. Let's see what happens.
That sounds like a Key and Peele name.
It really does. I'm just kidding. No. Let's see what they could do today, though, man. And again, Georgia, Tennessee. The winner likely jumps into the top 4. There's no way. So there you go. And last night, I just want to bring this up. Obviously, it was way more games, but really the notables. Today SC takes on Purdue. If SC loses this game, I just don't see it, but I'm pretty sure SC is going to win this thing today.
Yeah, they should win. I don't care if it's in Purdue, Lafayette. I think USC wins this one. They got to set the tone perfectly for their Big Ten opener.
Oh, they do. And somebody who does not look good for any Big Ten games at all. Last night, the Lobos of New Mexico. Teran, this is a team that has just been, they've been a praying and they've been a hoping. And Teran, the prayer was answered last night. They went into the freaking Rose Bowl and knocked off UCLA 35-10. What in the WWF, WWE, what NXT, whatever? I don't even know what these other wrestling things are. What in the NCAA happened last night?
What in the AARP?
Whatever else you want to say. Wow, this was crazy. golly, man. I don't know, Teran. This was different. This was different, but personally, UCLA they look like crap. New Mexico State or New Mexico. This is Vegas with the Super Bowl last night.
They also won they won, I think, either 1.8 million, because that was supposed to be a buy-in game for them, and then they were able to just knock off UCLA convincingly.
So we're gonna take your money and then embarrass you.
Do you know what's the really sad part about UCLA right now? They're the only team in the Big Ten without a win. Every team in the Big Ten has a win, including Northwestern.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And the crazy thing is that UCLA has a bye next week, and they're probably going to lose that as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. If they lose in their bye week, I mean, it's getting. I know, right? No, seriously, they'll find a way to lose that. I mean, my gosh, UCLA is looking like the Raiders real fast.
Yeah. All I just kept hearing was Nico Iamaleava is going to rejuvenate this team. It's going to be a revenge season, and now they're 0-3.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
The Rose Bowl was fairly empty, and UCLA fans on Twitter or X, they're just in shambles.
As they should be, because I would be too. This is insane. So hopefully we don't get slapped in the face and lose a Purdue tonight, but fight on SC. Let's see what happens. But hopefully Trojans win this thing. Really, really looking forward to that. Hopefully. But a couple more. I guess we can just say a few more before we're out here. Western Michigan at number 9, Illinois. We got Arkansas at number 17, Ole Miss. I don't know. MAC teams love to make it ugly, dude. Western Michigan and Illinois. That could be pretty fun. Arkansas at number 17, Ole Miss. SEC slugfest right here with shootout potential. Number 23, Michigan at Central Michigan. The Wolverines can't overlook the in-state foe after a stumble early on in their season. You even have South Alabama
last week against Oklahoma, but you got to remember, Michigan always performs better in the big house. When they're out of the big house, however, like they were last week against Oklahoma, they're vulnerable.
Yes, I agree with that.
The big house is their savior, their holy domain.
Right. When they leave, it's like freaking kryptonite. So it's the truth, man.
Exactly.
It's the truth. Even South Alabama, like I said right now, at number 24, Auburn. That's sneaky good right here. Sun Belt, Fun Belt versus the SEC. Nothing to lose. Screw it. Let's see if they can take on War Eagle. I don't know. And if you want to talk about sneaky fun games, Teran, let me know if you think about these sneaky fun ones here. Pitt at West Virginia. This is the backyard brawl.
That's a fun one. That's going to be a real fun one.
They're miles apart. Okay, I mean, it's not like they're next door to each other, but backyard brawl rivalry. Okay, that's a fun one. I don't know really how close they are, but I know they're not that far apart. And of course you have Minnesota at Cal. That's a late night Big Ten deal there.
Big Ten after dark.
Big Ten after dark. Appalachian State at Southern Miss could be kind of fun. Sun Belt, Fun Belt, as you always like to say, Teran.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I guess there's one more. Texas State and Arizona State. I don't care. I'm just saying there's upset potential there, dude. I don't know why I feel that way. Texas State, I just don't see a lot with Arizona State right now. There's nothing to be excited about. Arizona State.
Arizona State is pretty much. Didn't they lose like most of their team from last year's playoff run? They lost.
Yes.
I know they lost Cam Scadaboo as he's on the Giants, but I mean, after that loss last week against Arizona State, I think they'll bounce back today, but don't be surprised if Texas State comes out swinging.
I am totally with it, dude. So, Teran, do you have anything else to add for this? Well, I mean, I guess, wasn't there a freaking, what do you call it? There was a game yesterday, I believe, right? We had, what was it? Oh, NC State Wake Forest.
Yeah, ACC action.
They won 34-24 2 days ago. And hey, Wolfpack is 3-0 now. Deacons are 2-1. A little fun little game there on the ACC,
Yeah, battle of two undefeated teams. Can't go wrong with that. So.
Good stuff there. So anyway, Teran, we're gonna have ourselves a good one, man. This has been 3 and Out, dude. Tomorrow, tomorrow we get on into the NFL, but we're going to be revisiting a lot of these games. Check out our social media today. We'll be posting a lot of stuff there. Teran and I will be talking crap, going back and forth, having fun. Make sure to give us a follow at 3 and Out, all spelled out, IESR. Once again, 3 and Out, IESR. Looking forward to it. But Teran, anything else you want to throw out there while we're out here? You know, the fun stuff at the end we just randomly throw out there. What you got?
I think that is pretty much it. Don't look now, but Arizona is 3-0. And remember when Kansas State was ranked early in the season? Well, they're 1-3. Man.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Arizona managed to rally back to take down Kansas State. Well, actually, no. Arizona actually beat them quite convincingly, even though Kansas State made it interesting against Arizona.
Definitely a good one there. Solid stuff. Teran, I guess, we can talk about a little bit about it. We'll get into it tomorrow. For
and Colorado,
sure.
I think, is done.
Oh, they are. No, Colorado is it's painful. You feel bad for those guys, but
yeah,
I don't
sorry,
know, dude.
Brian, but
sorry, Brian. Oh no, it's just But tomorrow we will get into plenty more. We're gonna talk about Thursday Night Football tomorrow. I mean, the Packers just making it. They didn't make it look easy. They just controlled the crap out of the game on Thursday night. So we will get into that. We will also recap tomorrow, of course, all these games, the upsets, and all the most important ones. Obviously, we can't get to everything, or the show would be like 5 hours long. So, of course, make sure to give us a follow again at 3 and Out, 3 and Out, all spelled out, IESR. Of course, you can follow my boy Teran Rodriguez at Teran, Teran Rodriguez, and the number 1. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, at the THE_LB53. Check us out, man. But I gotta say, tomorrow we'll be talking about a couple more games, of course, in high school. As we said, tonight we have, today, number 4 St. Francis Academy taking on St. Joseph's Prep out of Pennsylvania, and number 6 IMG Academy taking on Coronado out of Nevada. We both picked our picks already. Again, we are pretty sure that both number 4 St. Francis Academy and number 6 IMG Academy will win these things, but you never know. And then, of course, like I said, we'll be talking more NFL tomorrow. Getting you ready for the hype, getting you hyped up for the slate of games. We got a lot of good stuff coming our way, Teran. So, again, any last thoughts, comments, anything you want to throw out there?
Nope, I think that is it.
That's it, Teran. Well, fun on SC. Let's see what they do. All the best to Riverside this week. And big shout out to RCC.
And hopefully OCC finally gets a win, but they're playing Mount San Jacinto.
Oh, crap. Well, we'll see. They're right here, so let's see what happens. So, that's it, guys. For Teran Rodriguez, for me, your boy Larry B, signing off. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.
Peace.
Peace.